New Opening Self-Advocacy Group began because people with a learning disability wanted an opportunity to get their voices heard. The group meets weekly and they discuss the difficulties that arise in their daily lives. It was only after my retirement that I began to facilitate the group. And the best thing that I've seen is the development of the people in it. At the moment, we're only a small number of people who actually come to the meetings, but we have a wider membership. But the best thing is, a lot of those people who've gone off into employment or to do voluntary work, so they're no longer, they're no longer sitting at home and being the quiet little mice that they were. They're actually saying what they want out of life, and that's good.
My involvement is I'm the chair of New Openings, and I help do what I can for the, not just for New Openings, but for people in Bolton, with people with learning disability all over Bolton, just to get things right for what's needed.
What do you think you've learned from coming to the meeting?
People about learning disability, people with learning disability.
Speaking up for myself and being the secretary.
Like helping out, like the chairman, something like Leon, helping him out.
It's helped me from talking and doing things, like writing and all that.
Getting involved?
Getting involved in things.
Can you tell me what makes you happy, Ursula? What makes you happy?
I like watching Mr. Bean and all the comedy pictures. I like Mr. Bean, I do.
What makes you happy?
Because I'm happy.
Yeah,
I've got friends about for that. All these places, like that gentleman over there, he's nice as well.
Seeing Winifred.
Seeing your friends?
Yeah.
When I'm going out all every day.
See what I see.
Hear what I hear.
Take time just to listen.
Make time to be clear.
What about what makes you sad or upset and angry?
Well, it upset me when I had that do with the social worker. They were coming in at 11:30 and I didn't like that.
11:30, morning, night?
Night.
Night? 11:30 at night?
Yeah. And then I had to leave my door out wide open. Leave my door undone so they could come in. I said, well, I don't like that. And Dad to get me out of bed.
They don't speak to you over it. They go and speak to your other supports and that behind your back without coming to you first and try and sort the situation out first. And that's what annoyed me, because they talk to you behind your back without coming and speaking to you first.
People were shouting outside my front door.
What were they shouting?
Swearing.
Yeah.
And they told me, the police told me to stop in.
The doctors speak over me, they do.
What do you mean?
When they speak to staff, they don't speak to me, they don't.
But you're the patient.
And the patient just tell me what they're doing to me, right?
Did you really understand what the police said when they told you to stop in?
No.
No. What did you think they meant?
Don't go out at night.
Don't go out at night.
About 3 weeks ago, it'd been now, she came and just have a check on the flat and to see how I'm doing there, and The one thing that's annoyed me was she said there's been some complaints, but I got really annoyed because the words that they use aren't right. They should be using words that people can understand instead of using the words that they can't understand, because that's where things can go wrong. See what I see?
What I hear?
Take time just to listen.
Make time to be clear.
This is me!
And this is my life.
I am here and I'll give you advice.
The group do quite well because we're lucky here in Bolton because we are being listened to. When I think of the group and I see them standing up and challenging the words that people use and demanding accessible information, I just want to cheer. I just feel it gives me such a buzz when somebody says, I want to stop you there, can you please explain it?
Do you find that confusing? Because there's a lot of numbers there, isn't there? Would you find that confusing? So it's been great for me to come here and listen to what you understand about it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we might have made this poster and it really doesn't work, does it?
No.
But because of what you've said,
we'll be able to read
we can make it work.
Yeah, we can, yeah.
I work in strategic housing services, and that's a fancy title, but basically we work across anything to do with housing. But I guess what we try to do is, and some of the work that I'm here to do this morning is what's it like through the eyes of people with disabilities. One of the key things this morning's been around understanding information. So we write words down in the council, we call it council speak, and nobody else understands it. I don't understand that for myself. But bringing that to the group here and saying, well, you know, what do you understand the term discrimination to mean, for example? And finding out that actually you can change those words to something that has a much more meaning. So if you are communicating with people with a learning disability, it's much more about words that they understand and images that they recognise.
See what I see?
What I hear?
Take time just to listen.
Make time to be clear.
This is me!
And this is my life.
I am here and I'll give you advice.
So now, if they're not understanding something, the group will ask. And to see that happen. But what's more important is to see the people in power listen. And that is what they're working towards. Not just for themselves, but for every other person with a learning disability. And sometimes people with physical disabilities, because it overlaps.
You guys have got so one of your cameras. Yeah.
Come on, Leo.
Yeah, there's no shape to it. It's all I don't both
Give us a breath, please, everybody. Robbie.
Don't go.